Football is back, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association will be bringing you live football on its website, www.sknfa.com, with Premier League Live. Without fans in the stadium due to COVID-19 protocols, you can now watch every single Premier League match this season on www.sknfa.com and click on Live TV. Games are shown live on every match day with halftime and post-game shows. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
All right, good night and welcome back to the second game for tonight. This time between the home team, Newtown United, who I'm seeing for the first time. It's probably their second game, winning their first game. So I'll be looking at them very, very closely out there tonight. Coming up against Saddlers, the red hot, fast cash Saddlers that has been doing extremely well in the season so far. They have won their first two games. With me, I have Dixon. Dixon have seen everything in terms of football. What are your impressions here?
Yes, we have the red hot Fashcast Saddlers coming off two victories where they scored 12 goals and conceded 2, I think. Coming up against Newtown United, who just in their second game, but in the first game they defeated Bath United 1-0, a very long 1-0, but as we said in the pre-game show, Newtown coming in very eager, very wanting to prove a point, wanting to bounce back after the disappointments last season. Well, Saddlers, after the red hot start, they're confident and we can't take our eyes off of them this season.
Well, Newtown will have to keep their eyes on this fast cash Saddlers team that has been doing so well for their community and for themselves. And Newtown will have something definitely to prove. They've been out the thick of things for the last 2 seasons or so. They have not really been shown anything when it was not the red card situation and playing players with red card and yellow card. It was something else, but they have not gotten up to maximum potential, and I think the fans from Newtown will be expecting so much more from their players. It's a pretty young team out there, but we still have the elder statesman Ian Rampilli picks this one up in the center circle. We're starting out here at Warner Park. Johannes Mitchum shifts that to the left side, comes back to the right side. Newtown still in control. Thomas with it, touches it back to his defender, number 55. We'll give you that. Ticon Mills playing in the right defensive position. Newtown playing something like a 3-4-3 on the top. And that is the system they're using here. Bit of pressure. Here comes Fashcast collapsing on that one. This looks like Nikwan trying to track that one down, not being able to control it. Ball being taken away up the left side of the field, not well controlled there on the line. Fast cash moving very swiftly down on that left side, trying to get that one square into the penalty area. Quick release. Comes all the way up and goes across the byline. The number 14 comes across, just looking at that one. That's Lowy, Kadim Lowy. Allows it to go across the western touchline. And it's going to be a throw into Fast Cash. Saddlers takes it right about now. Matthew tries to keep that one in. Number 47 in Gums, Romario Gums. Tries to control. The ball is in the center of the field. Here goes Matthew. Across the center of the field. Tussle freight in the middle of the field there. Barnes trying to control that one, and it goes across the eastern touchline. It's going to be a throw into Newtown. Still early days in the game, Dixon.
Yes, and Newtown not yet really building up any head of steam as yet, but they'll have to be wary of the pace of the attackers for Saddlers, with the likes of Phipps and Ivan Barnes and Kyrie Jarvis. They could really put the Newtown defenders to the sword.
Well, the custodian for Newtown comes in goal. That's Menelik Gums. We have quite a few Gums on this team. Out of the Newtown area, we have Menelik Gums, we have Romario Gums, we have Macanem Gums on the bench. This one into the center circle, trying to control that one. Ball being taken away. A diagonal pass, searching ball. They're looking for the number 19 in Nikwan. Not getting there. Here is Fashkas trying to come forward and pushing, searching themselves forward. Ball breaks into the defense of Newtown. Gums, the custodian, tries to clear that one across the, it goes across the eastern touchline. This thing.
Yes, I think it would be important to have a bit of possession and build something towards a dangerous attack from either side. But here comes Sadlers.
Sadlers on the right side trying to build, trying to get behind the defense, turns it back, swatted across on the top of the penalty area, looking for some movement there on the top. Now goes to the left side, looking for the man tracking that one down. Is Nikwan, tries to keep it in play on the left, who tried to get away. That's the number 16 in French. Coming out of the left defensive position. Ball deflected across the goal line. It's going to be the first corner kick for Fast Sadlers.
Yes, the first opportunity for Sadlers to really test the defense of the Newtown United side. But as we can see them lining up, we can see that the Newtown side is a lot more physically impending and the Sadlers team.
Barnes, that's why Barnes tried to put that one square across. It curls in and then out over the crossbar. No real challenge there for McAleek in goal. He just looked at that one sailing over the crossbar. He's still in an endless situation here at Warner Park, and team still trying to settle down and trying to get the pace of the ball on this square. Straight up field, looking for some movement there. Ball goes down the right side, looking for Delano. Not getting there. We have the officials in tonight's game. We have David Phipps, the man in the middle, Delroy Jefferson and Lenroy Paris, the assistant officials, and the fourth officials we have Kareem Benjamin, who was in fact the referee in the middle last evening.
But Sadlers for this game, they're without Tristan Hanley, who's normally a regular starter for them in the back line. They were already missing Junick Eddy to a long-term injury, but they are without Tristan Hanley. Newtown, based on what I saw in the last game, they may have been missing Hodge, the right winger Hodge, and someone else I can't put my finger on. Kenway Hodge. No, it's not Kenway Hodge. Delano Hodge.
Well, Delano Hodge is actually somewhere up on the top, around the penalty area, number 96.
Oh, well, my eyes must be the same.
Yes.
Yes, I see it now. I see it now.
Javid Matthew with it in the middle of the field, trying to go forward, push up on that left side, looking for some movement, takes control. That's Javid Matthew. Playing for the first time for the Escrive Newtown team, coming out of Village Superstars. You will remember that name, playing in the defensive position. Now he's playing in the middle for Escrive Newtown. This will come square across the area, having to defend his Sadlers on this occasion. Here's Romario Gums trying to get that one into the center, looking for an attacking play. The ball intercepted, picked up there by Hanley. Hanley has it under control there for Sadlers, turns it back. He is counter-attacking by Newtown. Newtown with it. Still in the middle of the field, chips that one, a square ball all the way over, looking for their number 17 in wrestling, Thomas. Thomas with it. Goes further to Romario Gums. Not really getting the call, trying to flick it down on that right side, looking for some movement there. Not getting it as he would have liked. Turning this one back easily to his defender. That's Mills. There's Delano getting this one right inside of the penalty area and looking for Rumpy Lake. Rumpy's trying to turn, but good defensive work been put in there by the defender.
Yes, and as we said during the pre-game show, that Rumpy, although he lost his his pace and a lot of his athleticism. His smarts and guile has definitely improved to go along with the physical decline. So he's still a dangerous character.
This one comes across the goalkeeper going up power and latching on to that one. A very lanky goalkeeper, and having the reach of the hands made it so easy.
Yes, him getting up, he had the defender, the attacker, on his back trying to get a headed opportunity on goal, but would have never out-jumped a goalkeeper who could obviously use his hands.
Here's Delano Hadj with it on the right side, looking for some help. He finds Romario. Romario is trying to spring the man up on that right side, not getting it off as quickly as he would have liked. And it goes across the western touchline for a throw into Newtown. Their number 17 steps up. That's Racine Thomas with it. The ball intercepted here by Escrave. Coming across there is Nikwan trying to dribble his way between some two players. The ball going across the western touchline. It will be a throw in just inside the defensive half of Sadlers. The score here at Warner Park after some 8 minutes is still a 0-0 affair. No real clear-cut chances on goal yet. No shots on goals. So
no, well, 8.5 minutes now being played, and most of the game is being played between both the top of the 18-yard areas for both sides. Nothing of significance thus far for either side to try and pounce on. But Newtown inching their way up into the Sadler's defense.
The coach is in tonight's game. We have Keith Sadler from Newtown, a former player of Escrave Newtown, now coach Sadler, and he once played for the national team as well. And the coach for Kenroy Nibs for Sadlers. That Nibs almost sound like a name out of the village area.
I think he's a Jamaican.
A Jamaican.
Yes, it's his second stint with the Sadlers team. He coached them a few seasons ago. And to start last season, he was coaching security forces. And he went back to Sadlers, coming close to the end of last season. And now is his second full season with the Sadlers side.
Newtown with the throw-in. Racine will takes it very quickly, looking for some movement there from Delano. Not really getting away from the defender. The ball being played again by Lowry across the western touchline. Number 14, Louis. It will be a throw-in to Escrave in Newtown. Looking for their second win in tonight's game, but the Sadlers will be looking for their third win for the season. Undefeated Sadlers team.
Yes, and it was discussed in the previous game that Sadlers now playing their third game. Their third game, while other teams have yet to play their second. But here comes Newtown with the ball on the left and the right hand side with Thomas. Thomas is dispossessed and he goes into touch for a throw into fast cash Sadlers. Sadlers looking to take the throw in fast to French, but it's dragged back. Referee Phipps wasn't happy with the position the throw was taken from, and asked Sadlers to retake it. Is it a free kick? It's a free kick, it looks like.
It looks as though it's going to be a free kick. And Fast Cash Sadlers, Lowy, he will take it, number 14. He does so right about now. The left boot gets this one down the left side, looking for some movement from his number 8. Gets into the center circle. The ball being won here by Escrave Newtown. Delano with it goes square. He finds Rumpy. Rumpy goes further to the left side, looking for some movement on the far side. Newtown trying to build on the left side of the field, gets behind the defense right about now. This one is looking very dangerous. Good interception there by Sadlers. Ball goes across the eastern touchline. It's going to be a throw into Sadlers from that far side, just inside their own defensive half. But it looks as though it's going to be a free kick.
Yes, a free kick. Jarvis was pushing back, and referee calling a free kick against Newtown.
Sadlers with the free kick just inside the own area. There's a high ball being played into the penalty area, headed stoutly back outside. Sadlers swiveling and turning a shot on goal. The goalkeeper comes across. No real danger there for the goalkeeper. Some distance outside and really not having the power in the direction. Some play downfield off the head of Lowry there. Delano trying to track this one down. He goes across the western touchline. It will be a throw-in. A throw-in to Escrive Newtown. Very deep in the defensive half. Romario. As a football name, Romario. Let's hope he's as skillful as the Romario out of Brazil. Very deep in the defensive half now. Newtown will be trying to make something of this one. Corner throw, so to speak. This one thrown into the penalty area, coming off the head of the player, just standing around there, not really getting control of it. And the ball goes across the goal line for a goal kick to Saddlers.
Yes, Newtown there, they inch their way up through a few throw-ins, but yet to really test the defense for Saddlers, and you can say vice versa. Saddlers yet to test the defense for Newtown, but here is Mitchell.
Johannes Mitchum trying to control that one, turns it inside looking for Rumpy Lake. Rumpy Lake goes to the left side, a bit too strong on this occasion, looking for Roberts, not getting there, and the ball goes all the way across the eastern touchline, very deep in the defensive half of Saddlers. Just about some 30 minutes already elapsing in this game, no real opportunities yet. Rooted down the middle of the field, here comes Javin Matthew, turns it inside. They're number 8 with it, trying to control Johannes Misham. Again, up on that left side, looking to go forward. Ball intercepted there by Saddlers. Coming forward, looking for Nick One. Nick One Phipps beats one player. Very skillful, chips that one over, looking for some movement on the top. Not getting what he would have liked there. And Jarvis not really running into that position. The ball being taken away. Delano once more with it. Finds Mitchum. Mitchum touches it back. Looks for his left defender, goes back inside, looking for Delano. Delano unable to control that one this time, gives it away. And now he's still with Newtown. Rashim comes, plays it inside, looking for Rumpy Lake. Rumpy Lake waiting on that pass. Ball easily intercepted there by Lowry. Number 14 in Lowry strikes that one up the left side. The ball bubbling around still in the middle of the field. It's both teams just battling for the control of the middle. Needing more to spread the ball wide and probably hold on to the ball a little longer.
Yes, both teams, they're gifting the ball to each other. No real hold up in possession by either side. And it's resulting in a battle in midfield, and a battle that's not necessarily pretty.
Well, here comes Newtown trying something different up the left side of the field, looking for some movement, not getting it. The ball being played away. Racine heads that one down. Ball picked up there by the number 10 in Barnes. Barnes trying to dribble to the center, loses it. And number 8 in Johannes hits that one wide, looking for some movement. Newtown trying to get around the defense. Not successful on this occasion, and the ball goes across the goal line, but you can see what Newtown is trying to do, open the field somewhat.
Yes, that's definitely the game plan thus far, but neither side have yet to have a sustained amount of possession to try and build something to break down each other's defense.
Delano.
Giving the ball away again.
Nice dainty move there. This one played down the right side, looking for Romario. Gums is tracking this one down, trying to get away from the defender. And the ball goes across the touchline. It's going to be Romario, the throw for Escrive Newtown. The score is still nil here at Warner Park. Newtown trying to attack down on that right side. Probably the coach seen something that we have not seen, but the defense has been rather stiff for Saddlers. Johannes touches that one back. He finds Racine looking for Matthew. Matthew loses that one, but picked up again by Johannes. Working very hard in the middle of the field. This one chipped inside, looking for Delano. French with it for Saddlers. Clears upfield, looking for his number 10 in Barnes. Barnes unable to control this one. Played long down the left side of the field. Newtown will have to trap back Mills with it. And he turns it inside, find Racine. Back to Racine. Racine with it for Newtown. Chips that one over, looking for Roberts trying to cut on the inside. And again, some good defensive work being put in by Saddlers. Plays it long, looking for Jarvis. Jarvis not getting there. But still working hard. A bit of a push in there and an infringement finally called on the Newtown defender.
Again, we see both teams giving away the ball before they can build anything of substance. They ought to be a lot more patient before they go for the long ball. But yet we see as soon as possession is won, the long ball option is the first preference from both sides, as opposed to trying to work some possession.
Sadler twists it from outside of the area. This is a long one, and it's sailing very high. No real problems there for Menelik comes in goal, the custodian for Escrave Newtown. Just looked at it, just looked up high. At that one took off and kept going higher and higher. No real challenge there for the goalkeeper.
Yes, more so power than accuracy. But here is Hodge.
This is Hodge on top of the box, trying to get away from the defense. A bit of a pull in there, gets a shot, a goal, and it goes wide of the eastern upright. A bit of a pull in there, and got free, and then hammered it with the right boot, and that one went wide of the eastern upright, just a few inches wide of the upright.
Yes, clearly the best opportunity of the game thus far. Hodge getting away from the Saddlers' defense, and he ended up at a very acute angle and couldn't quite get his shot inside the eastern upright.
That was Sean, the defender. They had not been able to hold on to Hodge, Delano Hodge. Really hammered it with the right boot, and the ball just scoured across the turf. A little dust coming from it. The power went wide of the eastern upright. The defensive Saddlers will have to be very careful with this Delano Hodge. Quite a skillful player.
Yes, Hodge, and we all know Ian Rumpelake, what he can do. Although he's not the spring chicken he was a few years ago, he still can make defenses pay, especially from set pieces.
Where here's French trying to cut between two midfielders. The ball being taken away. Played inside, finds Roberts. Roberts with it for Newtown. A splitting pass, looking for the man Delano again. And French having to recover low, in fact, this time. Having to rest the arm on Delano and keeping him away from that particular ball.
Yes, Delano, he's looking a very dangerous option here for Newtown United. He's sitting on the shoulder of the last defender for Fast-Cast Saddlers and looking to use his pace to his advantage.
So it's thrown up on the right side again, looking for Delano. Finds Romario. Romario looking for Delano once more. On this far side, the number 12 tracking that one down, Barnes, Steve Barnes. And we have a Steve Barnes. And we also have a Evans Roy Barnes, brothers.
Brothers.
Okay. So Steve Barnes, number 12. And number 10, Evans Roy Barnes. Both brothers. Playing their heart out for their community. This one headed down there, finds Johannes, chips that one across, and having to clear there by French Lowy. Not too far. Looking, searching pass here, looking for Jarvis. Jarvis not really been able to get on the end of it.
Yes, Saddlers looking to spring carry Jarvis via counter-attack, but he's struggling with maintaining the position and awaiting his teammates to flood forward with it.
Here comes Romario. Romario did for Newtown, holding on to that one. Tishan Handy takes it away, turns it back. He finds French. French in a little tussle there. The ball being picked up there by looking for Delano on the top of the box. Not reaching there on this occasion. Johannes again. Trying something fancy but loses out this time. This one ushering downfield to the left side. The ball intercepted by Newtown. Mills playing it off field. Romario trying to get that one across. Romario has been having a very difficult time on that right side, I must add.
Yes, French has done well to keep him quiet, but we wait to see. It's very early and still, we wait to see how that battle would pan out.
Well, here is the man Springer on that left side of the field looking to turn that one inside. Finds the man Javin Matthew, cuts on the inside, finds Roberts with it, swiveling and turning, trying to get behind the defense there. Not been successful on this occasion. And the goalkeeper reading that one well and coming off his line and latching. That's Powell. The score here at Warner Park is still 0-0 affair. We are losing our scoreboard.
yes, slowly but surely, but rest assured the scoreboard and streams we will keep monitoring, but it's still a 0-0 affair here. The score hasn't had any work to do, so the scoreboard had been quite irrelevant, other than showing us the time. So, but here's Newtown in possession.
Newtown with it. Springer turns it inside, looking for Johannes. Johannes gets it on the left side of the field. Here now Rumpy Lake looking to go forward. A touch flit on the left side, looking to go forward to the near side, and it goes across the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick. Yes, it is. Winning the corner kick, in fact, from that far side. Delano Hodge was the person in control, trying to dribble past the defender there unsuccessfully. Sean Liebert trying to mark out Delano Hodge. Everywhere he goes, there is Sean Liebert. Number 8, Johannes, goes across to take the corner kick for Newtown. The score here is still a 0 for Johannes. Drops it one across, looking to go to the far post. A bit too strong this time, and the players not being able to latch on to that cross coming over the heads of all the players.
Yes, Newtown has had quite a few set pieces, quite a few corners rather, in this first half, but they've yet to really test the Saddlers' defense using those corners. It's something that they'll have to get better at throughout this season, taking advantage of those set pieces.
There's a goal kick there by Sean downfield. Not getting it very far. The ball intercepted quite easily. Newtown with it. Trying to go forward. Johannes cut out there by Matthew. Matthew goes wide, finds Johannes. Johannes looking for Delano. Not being able to latch on to that one. Coming downfield. Racine. Just healing that one across. No, it comes off the boot of Saddlers. Here they go forward. Delano gets away from the defender. Beats one. Beats two, takes a left footer and hits it wide. Again, Delano breaking free, getting behind the defense. Just the goalkeeper now to beat, and stabbed it wide and high.
Yes, Delano definitely looking like the dangerous option here for SK Newtown United. Playing through physicality, playing through some tough defending here by Saddlers, but looking the more dangerous player with 2 shots now from this western side and missing a target both times, but he looks like the one to give us something in this game.
This one comes wide, looking for the number 66 in Roberts. Roberts here dribbling 2 players, takes on a 3rd player. Is Roberts. He goes wide. Romario now shifting from the right side to the left side. Turns back, looking for Springer. Goes inside. He finds Matthew. Matthew swiveling and turning. Taps it back. He finds Mills. Mills looks up and goes back wide and gives it away. And comes back in the middle of the field onto the head of Racine. The players now seem to be standing around. This one breaks, looking for Delano once more. Dribbling forward, takes a shot of goal, and oh my gosh, wide again of the Eastern upright. Well, if you were counting the chances, this probably is the 4th chance for Delano to put one away into the back of the net, and not been successful so far.
Yes, it's probably his third clear opportunity. 2 came from the right hand side. This one was a little more center, and he still yet to put one on target, yet to make Carlos Powell work in goal for Saddlers. But he still looks dangerous. He still looks like they want to break the deadlock.
Very, very dangerous, and the defenders are having time of their life tonight in the first half to keep the Lano Hodge out of that goal scoring position. This one played down the left side of the field. Johannes chipping that one over onto the head of French. French trying to control that one, looking for the man taken away there by the number 10 Evans Roy Barnes. Boots that one up the center of the field, looking for Jarvis, rushing onto that one. Menelik Gums just picks that one up quite easily and confidently, I may add. Rolls it out to the right side. He finds Mills. Mills goes further wide. He finds Racine, who is unable to control that one on the line, and he eludes him and goes across the western touchline. Not well taken. The coach will have something to tell him about that at halftime. The ball thrown in. Here is Sadler's trying to build on the left side. The ball intercepted. Johannes plays it back in defense, putting his defenders under a bit of pressure. Another private one that Springer's tried to boot it up the left side, finds Romario. Romario turns it on the inside, back to Springer. Springer with it. Again, putting himself very tight there on the top. They'll have to be extremely careful. Jarvis touching that one back, looking for Nikwan. Here comes a shot on goal, and blocked there by the midfielder. Again, bit of a hook in there by Johannes. Picks that one up, chips it over, looking for Delano. He's trying to spring Delano forward. Rumpile giving that one away. The ball breaks, finds Roberts. Roberts tries to go forward, and Hanley blocks that one across the western touchline. It will be a throw-in to Newtown team, halfway in the defensive half of Sadler's on the right side of the field. But the ball is like hot potatoes inside there. No team really wanting to hold on to the ball, trying to release it too quickly.
Yes. The first option is out long, but here comes Newtown.
Newtown comes across, a shot on goal there by Delano. Not really getting the power he wanted on that particular shot, and goalkeeper was able to come across and latch on to that one. Yeah.
Yes, whenever we see Newtown play the patient game, we see them eventually find the pass to unlock the lineup, but for majority, the long ball option is always the first option these teams seem to go for.
Well, there is Romario playing around with it on the center line, loses out in the end. And number 10 in Barnes, Evans Roy Barnes, turns it back, looking for some support. A bit of a push in there on Jarvis, and it will be a dead ball situation just inside the own half. A quick release, looking for the man rushing there on the left side, looking to get away from the defense. Is number 19, Nick Phipps, trying to get behind the defense, and the tackle comes in. A little of a bubble there, and Newtown wins it. This one ushered upfield, looking for Rumpile, not being able to get to the end of that one. Evans Roy picks it up, finds Hanley. Hanley turns it in, finds Evans Roy. A bit of a pushing in there by Roberts, an infringement call on Newtown in their own half on the right side, the left side of the field. Number 16 in French, Henry French, will take this one for Sadler's. Sadler's still trying to settle.
They're definitely trying to settle, but every time they go forward, they would always have to be wary of Hodge looking to spring on the counter attack and getting behind the defenders, and Liebert for Sadler's given the task of marking Hodge.
Here is Malik coming miles off his line and being able to hang on to that one. Maybe a little of an infringement, something. A little touch there, the goalkeeper coming off his marker. And probably not liking too much what would have taken place. Number 15, contacting him a little hard, that's Rollins. Stephen Rollins. And referee having a few words now with the players, asking them just to calm down and taking it easy. David Phipps, the referee in the middle, having a few words there with the number 15 in Stephen Rollins, and you have to be very careful there. Listen to the words of the referee there, Dixon.
Yes, we saw Adel Fleming in the previous game getting a red card before the second half could even get on their way, so they would want to avoid any such unnecessary cards for non-footballing reasons.
Here's Newtown trying to build on the left side. Romario comes with it, chips that one forward. Finds Delano. Delano goes square. He finds Roberts. Roberts with it, trying to get that one quickly off. Turns it inside, finds Delano again. Handed that ball outside of the box. Romario turns it back, finds Delano. Looking for support, turns it inside, finds Matthew. Matthew with it. Goes on the wide side. Looks for Springer. Springer goes off field looking for Romario. Newtown in control, trying to control things on that left side of the field. Here's Jarvis. Looking for the counter-attack, turns that one inside, a bit of a muscle there. Going into a wall, both players colliding. It's Javid Matthew and the number 10, Evans Roy. Evans Roy seems to be everywhere. You see him on the left side, you see him on the right, you see him in defense. He's been working his heart out for this Fast Cash Saddlers United.
Yes, a workhorse of a footballer. He has it all. He's good technical. He's a good athlete, and he's one to watch for in this game. The talisman of the Saddlers team.
This ball headed down now. Gets it up the right side of the field, looking for Johannes. Good ball handling there by French. Here's Phipps cutting on the inside, goes to the left side, finds French, the goalkeeper coming off the mark. Menelik comes and gobbles that one up. And a little earlier I saw Manaras, Mr. Byron himself, doing some training of the goalkeeper.
Yes. If there's a mentor, if it's one goalkeeping mentor you would want, it's St. Nevis would be Manaras, not only for his skill, but also his trickery sometimes to weigh down the clock and get you over the line in tricky games. So it's a good goalkeeping mentor to have.
Well, here they are, a little tussle for it. The ball goes across the western touchline. The number 66 in Roberts, and able to control that one on the line. It will be a throw-in by French. French gets it up the left side. He's looking for Nick One, tries to boot that one downfield. Little playing around with it in defense. And Newtown will have to be very careful. Here's a shot of goal, and the goalkeeper really having no problems with that one, bubbling on its way. No real power on the shot. This one a quick release, looking for Delano. Delano trying to muscle his way forward, getting behind Sean Liburn. Not being successful there. And the number 20. Been working extremely hard in marking Delano. This one going across the eastern touchline from the boot of Rollins. It will be Newtown on that far side trying to build. Trying to get away from the defense this time still with Newtown. A bit of a anxiety being shown there, and gesticulation and a lot of talking by Sanders. They'll have to be extremely careful. This one comes across, picked out there by Hanley. And here comes Newtown trying to go forward. Number 17 in Thomas with it, goes wide. He finds Robert. Roberts turns it inside, finds the man in Rumpile. Cuts on the inside looking for some movement. Johannes goes further wide, finds Romario. Here is Sean that Springer getting that one across into the penalty area. Now Sean Libert clears the number 20, looking for Jarvis, not getting there. Racine goes up the right side, looking for some movement. Not getting the space they're looking for Newtown. They'll have to hold the ball a little longer and search for their players. This one booted down the left side of the field. It's going across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to Newtown. Halfway in their own defensive half. The score here at Warner Park is still 0-0. No goals as yet in this first half. We should have had 2 or 3 from Delano. Probably he will regret that a little later down.
He should have scored at least one of the chances he had to after getting behind the Saddlers defense. He should have at least buried one of those chances, 3 or 4 chances thus far. But the game remains 0-0. Saddlers wouldn't mind that at all. They have had very few opportunities to test the Newtown goalkeeper, but they may get the one that matters.
Just about 37 minutes already told in this game. Here is Nikon. Nikon with it, trying something for Sadler's, looking for Jarvis, not getting near this ball. Having to clear up the middle of the field. And number 12, battling for that one, Steve Barnes. Gives it away, finds the man Matthew for Newtown, goes to the right side. He finds Delano. Delano now speeding into an attacking position. He's been chipped over there by Sean. No, play continues. Sean Liebert just standing around, probably waiting for a call, not getting it. And Newtown having to work in defense once more. Mills finds Roberts. Roberts with it goes wide. That one was Johannes, in fact, searching for Roberts on this far side and not getting there. French throws it in very quickly. Good movement there by French. Get away from two midfielders. Turns it on the inside, find Evans Roy Barnes, chips it one over. Looking for some movement on the top, a bit of a pushing, no whistle. Play continues, Newtown with it, Roberts turns it inside, a bit of a deflection, finds the man on the top of the box. This is looking very dangerous, and Newtown hardly clearing that one downfield, finds Roberts. Roberts unable to get it past Hanley. Here is Nikwan again, trying to get behind the defense, turns it back to Hanley, turns it across, and Mills trying to head that one into midfield, finds the man Romario. Newtown still finding themselves in a little of a tangle. Roberts picks it up, tries to calm it down, finds Johannes. Johannes turns it inside looking for Romario, who was shifted now back to the right side of the field. Turns it all the way back, looking for Roberts. Roberts finds Johannes, cuts on the inside. Bit of a tackle there, the ball being taken away. Here goes Hanley, Tishan Hanley with it. A diagonal pass, finds Jarvis. Jarvis is trying now to get past Mills. It's Jarvis trying to turn. Finds Nikwan. Nikwan stops it outside here. He's still Nikwan. Nikwan flips with it, goes back to the left side. Finds Jarvis, curls that one across and having to defend hurriedly there. Racine, a good opportunity there. The first real move we saw on the part of Sadlers, creating a bit of a bother for the defense of Newtown.
Yes, the best build-up we've seen for Sadlers thus far, and the final cross being cut out there by Racine Thomas towards his own goal, but he seemed to be in control and put it outside of the western upright.
Evans Roy gets that one flat across, and the defender having to clear that one to the right side. It goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in. Evans Roy Barnes takes it. Finds French. French on the left boot, curls that one inside. More pressure here for Newtown. A shot comes on goal, and the goalkeeper in position. Menelik hurriedly.
Yes, side is looking better thus far, but there's the danger of springing a counter-attack from Hodge.
Hodge counter-attacking, but close to the mark on that far side. And I guess the defense worked on that occasion in keeping Hodge quiet.
Yes, but there's always that danger when they go forward, trying to find the goal.
Branswa heads that one down looking for Jarvis. The ball being taken away by Johannes. He goes to the left side. He finds Roberts. Roberts turns it in, finds the man Johannes with a bit of room. Cuts on inside, takes a right booter. And that one just dribbles past the goal line. Realizing he had tremendous space on the left side.
Yes.
And tried to line one up.
Liebert again foiling another attack for Newtown. This time closing down Johannes as he looked to let go a shot there on his right boot.
Well, goalkeeper Gums just puts that one over to the right side for Racine. Racine Thomas dribbles forward looking for some support, tries to get it back to Romario. Not successful on this occasion. Ball booted down the left side. Nikwan trying to counter-attack. Tries to get away from the defense on the left side of the field. Hardly gets it across, and Mills having to defend. Here's Matthew. Turns it to the right side. Rampile picks that one up in the middle of the field. Number 55 once more. That's Mills. Boots it upfield. Finds Delano. Delano turns it back. Finds Rumpy. One touch pass inside. Looks for Matthew, goes square on that far side. Now picked up by the number 5 in Springer. Springer still try going up on that left side. Robertson able to control it. And the ball goes across the eastern touchline. It's still here with just about some 3 minutes remaining in the first half. It's a 0-0 affair here at Warner Park. Both teams really and truly playing in the middle of the field, but we saw some real good opportunities by Delano to get the go-ahead goal. Was not to be, at least not yet. Here's the counter-attack by Sadlers on that right side, trying to sneak into the penalty area. They're coming forward outside of the box. Here's Sadlers with it, a shot on goal, and goes over the crossbar. A good setup there by Sadlers once more, and trying to square that one on the top of the box. And you had Jarvis on the end of it. No, the ball was touched back into the middle of the field, and Barnes trying it with not his favorite boot and struck it, but it went over the crossbar.
Yeah, I thought Barnes could have been a bit more patient there and try and unleash one of Phipps or Jarvis with another pass, but he decided to go for goal and sent it sailing towards Carnival Village.
A diagonal pass looking for the man Roberts. Here's Newtown trying to build. Roberts is trying to get behind the defense of Sean. Still tries, and another time the ball deflects and goes across the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick to Newtown.
Yeah, Leibert again with an important interception to foil another Newtown attack.
Another attack from the left side of the field. It's going to be a corner kick to Newtown, and probably this is one of the times they'll want to score going into halftime. Probably just get that one goal to get ahead, and Fast Cash Saddlers will try to deny them. Liebert there getting a deflection across. This one comes across, and oh my word, dropping at the feet of a Newtown player, and the head just needed to push his way in and get it past the goal line. I thought they were surprised by how that the ball just eluded everyone.
Yes, the best use of a set piece thus far from Newtown United, but the ball was too good for the Saddlers defenders, but also the Newtown attackers chasing it.
Here's the liner trying to rush forward there. Number 14, Louis, shielding that one well and allowing it to go across the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick to Saddlers. We are just about 45 minutes or thereabout. We're expecting to see maybe 1 minute of extra time out there. Maybe
there haven't been much stoppages, so it shouldn't be much more than
much more.
If anything at all.
Here is the clearance by Liebert down the left side of the field. Across come Handley, trying to control that one. The ball went high and across the western touchline, just inside the defensive half of Sanders on the left side of the field. And it will be a throw-in to Racine Newtown. Takes it very quickly. He's looking for Delano. Delano is trying to get away from the defender, does so. A ball comes across looking for Roberts. Roberts goes into the defense there. A bit of a holding on the far side, and finally having to clear across the eastern touchline. The defense there coming in for a bit of trouble.
And there's 1 minute, one additional minute.
Just one additional minute, yes. Salas will have to be careful in this 1 minute. This one comes across the penalty area once more and having to be cleared by the defender. Picked up there by Nichols, loses out. Here's Romario trying to dribble one player. Still Romario trying to get between some two players. The ball being taken away quite easily. I find that Romario is losing the ball too easily. Here's Salas trying to go down on the right side. Not well directed. This time goes across the eastern touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to Newtown. Seconds in this game. Salas trying to defend stoutly, not wanting anything to convert. Herbert getting that one across the eastern touchline. Again, Johannes goes into the middle. 5 minutes, Mills strips that one over. He's looking for Racine, takes it down off the chest, swivel and turns. Finds Romario, turns that inside and gives it away again. And there we have it. The halftime whistle. The second game for tonight. The home team is Crave Newtown coming up against Fast Cash Saddlers United. Going into halftime, the score is 0-0 here, but we see some opportunities for Newtown to go forward that they were not converted by Delano, and he's probably hating himself for not being able to convert at least one of those opportunities for Newtown. But Saddlers will be happy that they have kept the margin to 0-0.
Yes, Newtown with the better of the opportunities, as I said, in the first half to Delano Bad, who had at least 3 clear-cut opportunities. But the Saddlers, as I said, would be happy that the score is still 0-0. But this game is still open. This is anybody to take, and we'll take a break and we'll come back for the halftime show.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers, and advertising is free right now. You heard me right, free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
This is the Premier League Live halftime show.
Welcome back here to Warner Park. Halftime here for the second game this evening. SK Newtown United 0, Fast Cash Saddlers 0. I'm joined by Mr. Charles again. Mr. Charles, 0-0 affair, but Saddlers could consider themselves lucky with a wasteful Delano Hodge.
We're very lucky indeed, because I think Delano had golden opportunity at least 3 times to put the ball into the back of the net, but he was not very accurate in the shooting tonight as yet in the first half, and they could be very lucky going into halftime with a clean slate.
Yes, and what do you think? Newtown will have to do if they are to break this deadlock. And Saddlers, what do you think their approach should be in the second half?
Where Saddlers will have to push up a little more, I think. They're playing too close to the back and need to get more men forward, hold on to the ball a little more. Newtown will have to be a little more patient. I think they were too hostile, too aggressive, being should be the more smarts on the field of play, and they should hold on to the ball, be more patient and deliberate, and try to find their players, spread the ball wide, open the field so they can create the openings on the inside, and they should do well.
Yes, coming into this game, Saddlers had been the better team as it relates to scoring goals. They have scored some 12 goals in 2 games coming into this one. Do you think they would be disappointed with the way the first half went, considering how they played this season?
They'll be disappointed, but they're playing against a different opposition. Newtown is a better coach team than the teams they probably would have met, and Newtown would have seen them play and know the players to mark out. So Nick Kwan is not really being given the space that he's looking for. He's closely marked. Jarvis in the middle of the field, he is closely marked. And so the other players now will have to work a little harder to get the ball up for Saddlers, because these players are actually being marked out of the game.
I am for Newtown. This is only the second game, but the first game they scored an early goal and they struggled to find the second later, and yet we see another half with them not getting a goal. Would that be a concern to them for the remainder of the season?
Well, once they can keep a clean sheet, they'll be happy. But I think in the second half they're going to open it up a bit, because I see Delano. He has a lot of skill, but he'll have to be patient. I think he'll have to stay on the top. He's working too hard, going left and right, going wide. He needs to stay more in the center of the pitch and wait for the ball about the penalty area. And once he gets it, it's easy for him to beat the man and take a shot and goal. But when you go wide, you have too much running, too much dribbling to do, and you give the defenders an opportunity to collapse and come back and to defend the play.
And Sean Lebert for Saddlers, he's the man of the match so far?
Well, it would have to be, because he has been trying to mark out Delano. He has been successful so far, we must say that, because Delano has been unable to score in the first half. But Sean, he has put in a tremendous amount of work for Saddlers.
Yes, so 0-0 here. SQF Newtown United 0, Fashka Saddlers 0. We'll take a short break and come back for second half action.
All right.
Website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caravana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caravana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
St. Peter's FC delivered a demolition job of Saul Allen Auto Supply's Connery FC in Wednesday's SKNFA Premier League action at the Warner Park. Connery were handicapped in goal as having changed their starting goalkeeper Stephen Thompson at half-time. Their substitute goalkeeper Dontre O'Loughlin picked up what appeared to be a knee injury and eventually had to be subbed for one of the outfield players, Keandre Maynard, who suited up between the sticks for the remainder of the match. Poor defending.
Alright, good evening, and we're back for the second half of this play. The players are just went in the field of play, went into halftime, scored 0-0. I guess they would have had conversations with the coaches. I'm expecting to see teams looking for an early goal coming back out in this second half, Dixon. And whichever team scores first, we'll be trying to at least get 2 quick goals and to lock things down.
Yes, the game is definitely there for the taking for either side. Yes, the game is definitely there for the taking for either side. Saddlers with the hot start to the season would want to take one of the biggest clubs in the Premier Division in Newtown. But Newtown, in playing only their second game, they would want to get their second set of 3 points on the board. But as I said, it's there for the taking. It's there for whoever wants it more.
Well, here they are, Newtown with it, trying to be Johannes, trying to take on one player, coming in with a 2-footed tackle very early there, and Newtown will have to be extremely careful. There was Mills coming out, losing control of that one and having to put in a 2-foot tackle to keep the Sadler's strikers out. They have a dead ball situation from outside of the area. And there has been a substitution. Mario Gums been taken out for Mackinnon Gums. So one Gums relieving the other. And here is Sadler standing over that one. A left footer shot, the goalkeeper having that one covered, that one going wide of the Western upright Dixon.
Yes, a good chance here for Sadler's. Gums in goal for Newtown was interested for a moment, but in the end had it covered as it sailed wide past the Western upright.
Number 28 tries to head that one down. That's Herbert. Not getting it at target as he would like. This one here is shielded by Herbert. Ball being taken very quickly. Chipped on the inside there by the number 15 in Rollins. Really a tussle to control that one. Picked up by Roberts for Newtown. The ball picked up here by Rumpy. Rumpy turns that one inside. He finds Delano. Delano splitting the defense. Find the man on the outside right. Here's Mackinnon. Cuts on the inside. Cuts again back. And the ball being taken away by the number 12. But we see Newtown trying to get that opportunity to put that one away.
Yes, a good build-up play there, but Gums losing his footing and losing possession at the same time and giving Sadler's opportunity to break.
Here's Mills trying to clear. The ball being taken away. Johannes picks it up. He finds Gums. Gums cuts on the inside, trying to split the midfielders. There with a pass. The ball goes across the eastern touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to Newtown. Mackinnon gesticulating and calling on the referee already. So Ramaria Gums been substituted by Mackinnon Gums, the new player in for Newtown. Mackinnon coming out of the Newtown Primary School, I can say that. As well as Delano Hodge and Johannes Mitchum. A lot of the players been fed from the Newtown Primary School. They've been trained by quite a number of the stalwarts of the Newtown big club.
Yes, the Newtown Primary, the Tucker Clark Primary School being one of the leading primary schools when it comes to football and producing footballers to go on to the national setup. So Newtown, a proud community of footballing stalwarts, as you said.
In the middle, we have tonight David Phipps, the ref. This one comes across the goalkeeper, trying to control the one and he scores! Oh my word, what an opportunity there. It looks as though it is the number 15. In fact, Rollins so flicked that one on and got it between the two defenders into the back of the net. And Sadler's has scored the first goal in tonight's game in just about the 47th minute or thereabout. And they're celebrating. It's Sadler's 1 and Esprit Newtown 0.
Yes, opportunity. Sadler's taking advantage from a set piece from the western side, flicked down by Rollins and beating the Gums in goal at his near post. So 1-0 in favor of Fashka Sadler's, and Newtown grew to miss new and made to pay for their missed opportunities. Will missing those opportunities.
Well, here they are now. Fast Cash really putting on a show. This one shifted to the left side looking for Nikwan. Nikwan and they're able to latch on. A bit of a slip in there and he lost his footing. And that one went across the eastern touchline. Well, things are going to get very interesting from here on in. This one thrown down the right side of the field looking for some movement. Here is Newtown trying to put some energy behind this one. The ball being cleared across the... No, not very far. Still kept in play. Here they are coming forward. The ball intercepted there for a moment. Picked up there by the goal scorer in the middle of the field. That's Rollins. Not being able to control. Here is Hanley rushing past and trying to control that one. Roberts come forward on the left side of the field for Newtown. Going forward, trying to dribble some two players. The ball being taken away. Good hustling, tackling move there by Scrape. Number 10, Evanson picks it up, launches the man forward. There is Nikwan Phipps swiveling and turning, looking to get an opening on the top of the box. Tries a shot and blocked there by Racine. Still coming forward there. Then number 12 with it, Barnes, Steve Barnes, the other brother. But here comes McCann beating one player, and Newtown trying to counter-attack up the left side of the field. Find Johan Mitchum trying to cut on the inside. The ball being taken away. Good work there being put in by Steve Barnes. Breaks at one feet, picked up there on the top of the box by Dylan, trying one from deep down. And that one going over the crossbar. Anxious moment. That was some distance outside. And the shot being taken. No real problems there for Carlos Powell in goal.
Yes, the game definitely will open up now with Sadler's taking the lead. Sadler's in red hot form now scored 13 goals thus far for the season. In this only their third game, 13 goals this season, and they haven't conceded much as well. So Newtown will have their work cut out for them here in the second half, giving up that early goal.
Very much so. Here comes Sadler's with it. This one turned inside there by the number 10 in Barnes, Evanson Barnes. And Newtown comes away with it. There with Roberts. Roberts down the left side of the field looking for Delano. Delano trying to get behind the defense of the number 28 in Herbert. Not being successful on this occasion. Now they are once again in the center circle. Tripped inside by Matthew. Ball turns back, Matthew with it in the middle of the field. Goes to the left side, he finds Roberts. Roberts looking for the overlapping plane. Springer no, turn on inside, find the man Rumpy Lake to Matthew. Matthew turns it inside, he's looking for Johannes. Goes further to the right side. McCann beats one player, cuts on inside, looking for some space, goes back on the outside. Now he chips that one across, looking for the player at the far side. And Rumpy not being able to close down on that one, the ball eluding him and going across the goal line for a goal kick to Sadler. So he's leading this one by 1-0.
Yes, Newtown will definitely need a good spell of possession, a good spell of build-up play in order to go down this tough Sadler's defense. Sean Liebert at the back for Sadler's. With some critical interceptions and breaking down some attacking possessions for Newtown, but the goal will definitely, I believe, open up this encounter.
Here's Johannes Mitchum going wide, looking for McCann Gums. Tries to control and bring that one under control. In McCann comes a bit of a pushing, beats one player, tries to take on the second play. Still McCann hustling for it on the right side. This one comes across a high one and goes over the crossbar. And Delano a little too aggressive. They should have done much better with that one. It looks as though it was supposed to be a pass, but not really getting it on target. And it will be a goal kick to Sadler's United. Carlos takes it very quickly to the left side of the field. He finds French. French with it, boots it long downfield looking for Barnes. Evans Roy Barnes loses out, finds Matthew. Matthew goes to the left side. He finds Rogers, saves Newtown. Cuts on this side, beats one player. And an infringement call there against Rollins. Looking up at the referee and the official, David Phipps. He's the man with the whistle. The assistant officials, we have Dedward Jefferson, Lenroy Paris as the assistant official. The fourth official, Kareem Benjamin. Matthew takes it very quickly. Here's a shot from downtown, bubbling inside, and the goalkeeper Carlos Powell makes it look so easy. Just gobbles that one up. Comes very close to the 18-yard box and boots that one down the left side of the field, looking for Jarvis. Jarvis been kept out of the game somewhat. Down the center of the field, this one being ushered, picked up there by Hanley. Hanley, a fast cash, pushes wide. Ball looking at searching ball, looking for Nichols, not getting there, a bit too long. And the goalkeeper Manalik picks it up. Goes to the left side, he finds Mills. Mills turns it back to custodian Gums. Gums again goes back, looking for Mills. Mills comes forward, looking for some support on that left side of the field. The ball being touched back. Finds Springer. Mills again coming forward. Still has Springer with him on that left side of the field, very close to the line. Turns it inside, looking for some movement. Finds Johannes, goes far to the right side. Finds McCann. McCann has one player to beat on that right side. He's dribbling, look for some support. He's swiveling and turning, turns it back. Finds Delano. Finds McAnem on the far right side. Now he crosses that one and it's onto the crossbar. And oh my word, almost dipping inside of that crossbar. Was it a cross or a shot?
It was definitely a cross, but I know the attacker they would claim it as a shot. But Paul was beaten for all, and he was saved by the Western upright, and Sadler's lives to fight another day.
Well, Newtown on the attack once more on that right side. The ball being thrown into the penalty area. Finds Matthew go to the far side, find Racine find McAnem with it, trying to get that one across. One being blocked. Still in the defensive half of Newtown, goes across the center line. Probably is an infringement called on that far side. It will be a dead ball situation. And McAnem, we are seeing here on the replay, tries to cross that one and the ball goes a bit too straight and lands on the upright. Oh my. What an opportunity there for Newtown. Number 15, the goal scoring Rollins, boots that one long upfield onto the right side, and the goalkeeper Menelik Gums picks that one up quite easily, rolls it out. And Newtown trying to come forward. Rumpy Lake picks it up. Mills boots it down the left side, looking for the overlapping player. And Springer not getting there on this occasion. They're throwing to Newtown, taken very quickly. Here is Roberts cutting on the inside, looking for some support. Finds Rumpy Lake, one touch pass going through the center of the feet, a bit of a bubbling on top of the box. Ball being played wide by Rumpy Lake, finds the man. McAnem comes across, and the flick on, and the ball drilled into the back of the net. It's a goal to Newtown. Finally, Newtown has gotten the equalizer, and that one scored by Delano Hodge. 3 players standing there. I wondered for a moment if they weren't offside.
Yes. Three Newtown players, they found themselves behind the Sadler's defenders. I thought the Sadler's
standing there.
Yes. I believe the Sadler's defenders were anticipating an offside call, but the flag never came, and they punished the defenders. So it's 1-1. Was it Hodge who got the finishing touch?
Delano Hodge.
Yes, so the danger man for Newtown, and he eventually got the equalizing goal for them. So 1-1 here. The second half thus far a lot better than what we saw in the first half.
Well, he has converted after missing some 3 clear-cut chances in the first half. Delano Hodge has come good. Newtown Sadlers 1 apiece on either side of this game so far. Here is Sadler's. French with it going up on that left side, looking to go forward, looking for some movement, looking for Nikon trying to dribble some 2 players. The ball being cut out there, trying to find, that's Racine Thomas is trying to look for McAnem, not getting there. Here is Hanley going forward, pushing that one through, looking for the man on the far left side, not being able to get there. It was Nikon, but he got there but gave it away there to the man himself in Thomas. McAnem really working hard, gets that one downfield, still coming forward. Here is Newtown dribbling, the ball is on the right side, the player sprinting inside is the man Delano. This time being called for the offside. He was running alongside.
He was always ahead of Johannes. And once Johannes decided to make that pass, he would have always been offside, because Johannes himself was behind the defensive line for Sadlers.
Again, Newtown will have to be very patient and wait for those opportunities, try to open up the field and create some more space for themselves to use their skill and get in on the goalkeeper. Sadlers, on the other hand, will have to tighten up their defense.
Yes.
Not wanting to see another goal scored in this. It's better to go home with a drawn game, a point, than nothing at all.
Yes, but Sadlers, the way they started the season, they would believe that they could get a few more goals in this encounter. and it looks like a corner, another corner here, so another opportunity for them.
That play is looking like a Manoras play. Only Manoras can do things like that. Sprint off the goal line, go all the way over to that side, and put in a tackle at the same time.
Yes, but another corner, another opportunity for Saddlers to use a set piece to their advantage.
Menelik Gums, and if I'm not mistaken, he's related to Macadam as well.
I think so. Yes. So the three Gums in Newtown team are related.
Comes across and a bit too strong and goes all the way over and across the goal line. I think dominated by the Gums family. Keith Gums, now everybody remember that famous game. You remember Gums, the prolific goal scorer for St. Kitts Nevis and Newtown? I guess he's viewing this one wherever he is. Al can tell us where is Keith Gums right now. In Australia, all the way in Australia. He's such an ardent fan of football in St. Kitts and of the Newtown squad. He's probably viewing this one all the way in Australia. Keith Gums, good night. Here is Hanley trying to pick that one up on the near side. A bit of a push in there. The number 9 going to the turf. That's Fernando Williams. And that's his substitute onto the field of play. It's a 1-1 situation here at Warren Park, and both teams have everything to play for. It's an open game here now. Saddlers scoring early, and Newtown pulling that one back and equalizing. We have a dead ball situation. Hanley will take it. We have Stephen Rollins been substituted for Fernando Williams, the number 9. So Rollins, the goal scorer, in the number 15, probably nursing a slight injury or something, got a knock there.
Yes, he definitely looks so. He's working a lot more gingerly after that encounter.
Well, we have a throw in here to Newtown, deep in their own defensive half. Let us see what will happen. The number 5 takes it very quickly. That's Springer. He turns it back to Mills. Mills puts that one flat. Ball intercepted quite easily by, goes back to Springer, picked up there by Roberts. Roberts turns on the left side, beats one player, gets away on this left eye, beats the second player. Is Roberts looking good, turns that one inside, finds the man skipping through the center of the field, finds Delano, goes wide, finds the man, McKinnon takes a shot on goal, and that one goes wide of the western upright. And Newtown looking very dangerous coming forward on that left side, putting quite a number of passes together.
Yes, they're looking very dangerously on the counter attack. Against Saddlers, the shot there, well, okay, I said just, but beating the western upright, and Saddlers would have to be wary of how dangerous this Newtown team can be. But and they also can't get frustrated. I saw a few players arguing with each other, following that move. They can't get frustrated and should keep their composure and try and remain level.
Try to keep cool heads out there, in defense especially. And since Macadam has come on, he has been creating some problems on that far right side. He was responsible in part for that goal scoring. And he has had a shot that landed on the western upright, and he just had another shot that went wide of the western upright, and Macadam been creating some real problems here for Saddlers. Here's the interception there by Hanley. Hanley's trying to control, trying to find Phipps, not being able to go forward. Ball taken away by the number 45 in Brown. And Kimron Brown, number 45. The ball being played wide on the far side. Macadam unable to control it. Here comes Saddlers counter-attacking on the left side of the field. Running right is the number 16 in French. French unable to keep that one in play. And it will be throwing to Escrave Newtown, very deep in their own defensive half on the right side of the field.
Yes, very important for Saddlers to keep their composure and not let the moment get ahead of them. They have done well thus far throughout the season. 13 goals in 3 games. They have been pegged back in this encounter after taking an early lead in the second half. But they would want to hold to at least hold on to this 1-1 draw.
Goal kick to Newtown to be taken right about now. This one shifted down the left side, finds Springer. Springer, with it goes down, he finds Roberts. Robertson able to control that one this time around. And the ball goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to Sadlers, just inside the defensive half of Newtown on the right side of the field, taken very quickly. The number 9 in Williams tries to control, loses it. Now booted upfield there by Steve Barnes. In the middle of the field, picked up by the man McAnemy. He chips that one to the left side. Speeding on to that is Johannes, tracking that one down. Touches it back, he finds Roberts. Roberts easily looks up, turns it inside, he finds Rumpy Lake. Rumpy Lake goes further square, he finds Matthew. Matthew return pass, finds Rumpy Lake. He cuts on the inside, finding the one-touch pass is Rumpy, trying to go between some two players. Find Delano. Delano touches it back, finds the man Roberts. Roberts with it. A bit of dirty playing there by Sadlers. Williams bringing down Roberts just outside the penalty area, and it will be an opportunity for Newtown. Can Delano take it from that distance? Delano and Matthew standing over that one. Delano looking around, looking as though he wants to go directly to goal. And goalkeeper Carlos Powell trying to put his wall in place. Some distance outside, about 30 yards outside. Should be no real problem, but if Delano is going to strike it and really hammers it hard and went over the crossbar. No real difficulty there for Carlos Powell in goal.
No, a shot more power than accuracy. If that hit the targets, Carlos would have had to stop a bullet, but luckily for him, he went sailing into the bleachers where we normally see the highest percentage of fans if they were allowed for this encounter.
It's a 1-1 situation. It's all even here at Warner Park. I mean, it's ticking away. This one played down the right side of the field. Newtown having to clear. Finds McAnem on the far right side, one touch pass, find the man on the right side. They're coming away with it. Delano now sprinting around. Defense on the far side is still Delano. Quite a quick player on the ball, left footed, gets that one across, looking for Johannes on the end of it. The ball intercepted there by Sadlers, now booted outfield, not very far in the middle of the field. The ball intercepted there by Matthew. Goes to the left side, finds Springer. Springer back to Matthew. Matthew looks up. Trying to split the defense, not getting in between, intercepted there by Sadlers. Now they're trying to go forward. Evans Roy being chipped in the middle of the field. It will be a dead ball situation. Referee Phipps. Oh, well, it's a substitution, and let us see the number 10 being taken out. Is it for Sadlers? Number 10, Evans Roy. Rumpy Lake. Okay. Rumpy Lake, probably having his due days, not as young as he used to be, having a bit of pounds, but he did some work for Newtown in the first half and the second half, and he's coming out. Had about exactly 60 minutes and that's it. And now he's asking for some younger legs to come on. So Sean Libert with it. Number 20 picks that one up, a diagonal pass, goes all the way over on that far side, looking for Evans Roy, picked up there by Jarvis. Here is French, cuts on the inside very nicely, dribbling one player, takes a second player down, finds Hanley. Now the cross comes in, this one goes a bit too straight and all the way across the goal line there. We saw Williams trying to close down on that one. Fernando Williams, number 9, was not able to do that. And it will be a goal kick to Newtown. The score here is 1-1 at Warner Park. Even Steven, as well as the game should be. Here is Nikwan on the left side of the field, looking for the return pass. Not reading that pass up on that right side. A bit too straight and a bit too strong. And it will be a goal kick to Newtown. I guess the fans of Newtown are still looking for a second goal. They are looking to defeat Sadlers here tonight. Sadlers coming off an 8-0 drubbing. It was 8-0, 8-2, yeah. 8-2. And probably coming in with a great deal of confidence, thinking they can take on Escrave Newtown and probably demolish them out there. That was not to be this one. Kim Roy heads that one down. And it goes across the western touchline. It's going to be thrown to Sadlers very deep in the defensive half. Ian Rumpy Lake being substituted by Maynard, Kilandra Maynard. And let's see what Kilandra can do for Newtown. This one touch back, looking for some support. Finds cuts on the inside, looking to go forward. This could be very dangerous. Newtown having to defend. Gets it. Johannes trying to swivel and turn, looking to beat, dribble some two players. Johannes cutting between three players and dishes off to the right side, finding a bit of space. This one curl on the inside. The players collapsing well on it. Sean doing a tremendous amount of work and gets up on that left side. Here is Sadlers. A no-look kind of pass.
Yeah, into no man's land.
No man's land.
Yeah, but definitely for if we were to give a man of the match for the first 60 minutes, we definitely have to be Sean Liebert. For Sadlers, he marshaled the back line very well, cut out so a few key attacks from Newtown, but the job is still not yet done.
We see a yellow card being issued there by referee Phipps. Trying to control this game. We saw a player there pushing in. Perhaps it's Tishan Hanley pushing in there. And the defender, number 55, in the person of Jaquani Mills. Pushing in on Jaquani Mills. Not liking that very much. And Kimron Brown having to go across and take this one. Shifting places with Jaquani Mills. This one played long. Here is Delano trying to control, holding on to it too long, and the ball being taken away. Again, we see Kimron trying to control that one. Here is Hanley going forward, looking for Nikwan. The ball being blocked, taken away. Newtown again with it, a diagonal pass. Finds the man on the left side of the field, turns it inside, looking for McAmen back outside, look for the man, he drinks the man inside, looking to go forward, a tussle for it inside of the box, and clearance upfield, a deflection there being had by Sadlers. The ball goes across the western touchline. Number 11, Trevor Hanley. Yes. It will be a throw-in to Sadlers. Number 13 there for Newtown. Just coming on to the field of play, Kilandra Maynard. Fast catch, Sadlers taking their time there. Number 28, he steps up, that's Herbert. He takes the free kick, boots it long. A bit of a handball there by Barnes. Just outside of the area. To be a dead ball situation, that's Evans Roy Barnes. Kimron Brown will take it and hammers it into the attacking forward. Johannes boots it upfield. Johannes again, one touch pass, finds the man Matthew goes wide. He finds Springer with it for Newtown, comes up the left side, turns it inside, finds McAnem swivels and he turns, tries to get the one across field, a bit too flat. The ball being taken away there by Fast Cash. Turns it inside, Nikwan having to skip over, tackle, the ball being turned back, finds Sean Barnes. This one straight up the center, looking for the return pass was Nikwan, not getting the good defensive work there, been put in. The goalkeeper miles off his goal line. Collects that one quite easily. Matthew restarting well. He finds Johannes, he goes wide. Roberts cuts on the inside, looks for Johannes, finds him too. This one chipped over, looking for the overlapping play in Racine unable to control it. The ball being taken away momentarily on that far side there by Jarvis. Jarvis playing in a defensive posture right now, not wanting to see another goal being converted on his team. Want to take home at least 1 point. A drawn game will do. Roberts with it just outside of the area, turns this one inside. Delano trying to get where hammers this one across, closing down another one, and inside the back of the net. No! What an opportunity!
A real close call.
Oh my word, dear Newtown should have done much better with that one. I thought it was over the goal line and the ball rebounded and came all the way back to the custodian in colours. Powell. What luck here at Water Park in this game.
Yes, Sadler's lives to breathe another day. Following the opportunity, and here they come on the counter attack now.
Nick one in the counter attack going forward quite rapidly. The ball being taken away there by Springer. Springer gives it away. He has to be very careful. Turn this one to the left side. Finds Kimran. What is Kimran doing now? Turns it back to his custodian. In Menelik comes, beats it down the center of the field. The ball breaks, picked up there by Johannes, goes to the far side looking for Roberts. Roberts unable to control it. He goes across the eastern touchline, but Dixon, that opportunity for Newtown should have been in the back of the net.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought he at least crossed the goal line because Powell was beaten and Kian Jermaine, the number 30 for Newtown, he was following it into the goal, and for some strange reason, it didn't cross the goal line. At least according to the referee. So Sadler's walking on glass here.
Where here is Newtown trying to sneak up on that left side of the field, looking for McAnam Gums, unable to latch on to it. It will be a throw into Fast Catch Saddlers United. It's a 1-1 situation here at Warner Park between the home team Escrive Newtown and Fast Catch Saddlers United. And we just saw an opportunity for Newtown to go ahead. It was almost there. Just a little tap would have done it for Newtown. Was not to be. Players were looking at the ball as it was about to roll over the goal line. A save by the goalkeeper. This one, a blind pass, looking for Johannes, not really reading that one. The ball being cleared up the center of the field. Mills heads it down. Newtown still trying to build Matthew with it in the center of the field. A bit of a tussle. Trevor Hanley picks it up. The ball being cleared upfield to the left side, looking for some movement on the top. And some more work here by Mills. Down the right side, Newtown trying to build. The ball breaks. Picked up there by Roberts. Roberts with it. A diagonal pass looking for the man on the far side. Across comes Williams. Defending well. Not too far though. Picked up there by Delano. Delano kicks that one across looking for McAnam. McAnam not on the end of it. Picked up by Matthew. He goes to the left side. Finds McAnam Gums. He tries to beat one player. Gets that one across on the top of the box. Flat and hard. Well defended there by Saddlers. Things really opening up. Newtown again trying to build. Springer with it, find McAnam. McAnam chips that one over, looking for some movement on the top of the box. The ball being blocked. It bubbles back to the defender. Sadler's clears not too far. Picked up again by Matthew of Newtown. He goes wide on the right side. He finds Roberts. Roberts with it. Looks up, looking to drop that one inside, and stout defending there by Sadler's again. Nick One Phipps picks it up in the center circle. He finds Barnes. Barnes finds Nick One. Nick One on the right side of the field trying to go forward, try to cross that one inside. The ball being picked up quite easily there by Kimron. And Kimron Brown clears and shifts that one to the left side. Here they come speeding after it. McAnam trying to get behind the defense. A bit of a pushing in the small of the back, just outside the penalty area on the right side. And it will be a dead ball situation to Escrive Newtown. Another opportunity perhaps. It's going to be a set play. And Dixon, probably the opportunity they have been waiting for.
Yes, a good opportunity for them to put the Sanders defense under pressure, to get something in the box, get players forward and work the Sanders defense. But they have to make good use of it. They have been wasteful with majority of the set pieces they've had for this game thus far.
Just about 14 minutes or so remaining unofficially. This one curled across and a deflection by the defender number 14, Lowy.
The goalkeeper had it covered and he put a boot in there and almost put it past him, but
almost an own goal in his own net.
He did enough. He did enough to get it. But another set piece from Newtown.
This one comes across, the goalkeeper coming off his line once more, and Sadler's having to clear. Not too far, the ball being picked up here by Matthew. Matthew goes down, and that one just dipping, but dipping late over the crossbar and really stretching the goalkeeper. It was curling and it was dipping. A good shot to take from downtown.
Yes, and we see Matthew with the shot there. We know he can be very dangerous from outside the 18-yard area, whether it's from open play or from a set piece. So that's someone Saddlers would have to be wary of.
Here is Steve hitting that one downfield, and the referee probably having another substitution. We have Trevor Hanley leaving the field now, and Trevor Hanley going out, and it could be the number 23, Dequam Watley. Dequam Watley coming in for Trevor Hanley, number 11. Is it? Number 21. Number 21, Lachelle Poxon. Lachelle Poxon in for Trevor Hanley. Here is Saddlers trying to build, looking for Jarvis. Jarvis unable to control that one on the far side. It's a 1-1 situation here. Just about some. Could be an official. Here is a chance for Newtown going across, and the goalkeeper coming off his mark and picking that one away from Delano.
Yes, Delano again in the stick of it, but again can't make Saddlers pay. Failing to control that ball there, but Newtown looking very dangerous in the last 5 minutes or so.
Springer with it for Newtown, just in his own defensive half. The score still remains 1-1 here at Warner Park. Just about some 8 or so minutes remaining, and they're coming forward. Here's McCann with it outside of the area, make a sublime pass, find Delano, gets into the penalty area. Delano with it for Newtown, turns it back, finds McCann trying to fake the man inside, finds Delano being chipped, and no call on that one. The ball breaks, finds Springer again, forces it in. He finds Mena tried to get around the midfielder. The ball intercepted there. A bit of a chip from behind. And the number 23 in Watley. The play restarted very quickly. Saddlers trying to go forward. The ball is with French. French on the outside looking to line this one up. Finds Jarvis on the outside left position. Jarvis with it. Turns it all the way back. Looks for the man. It goes across the touchline offside. Okay, Jarvis caught in an offside position on that far side. Substitution, Trevor Hanley been taken out. Dequan Hanley brought in, number 23 for Trevor Hanley. Trevor Hanley has played very well for Saddlers tonight.
I was surprised of that substitution. I thought Jarvis would have been an option to take out, considering he has been out of the game for majority of this encounter, but the coaches know best.
Yes, Jarvis has been really out of it from the start. Has been well marked by the defense of Newtown. But here is probably Jarvis. Well, it's on the right side. It's Barnes. A tackle being put in on the far side. Player goes down. It will be a dead ball situation to Saddlers on that left side of the field. The score here at Warner Park remains 1-1. Goal scorers on the other side, we had Stephen Rollins, and we had for Newtown Delano Hodge, drilled it from inside of the area. We also had another substitution be made by Saddlers, Fastcast Saddlers. Fernando been substituted and brought in Lachelle Poxon. This one comes across and breaks. Here's an opportunity and cleared there by Springer off the goal line, and it goes across the western touchline, trapped down there by McCann, not getting there. It's going to be a throw into Fashka Saddlers, looking for that go-ahead goal. It's all tied up here in the dying moments of this game. Some 83 minutes into this game, about 7 minutes remaining here. They are coming forward once more. It's a 1-1 situation. 6 minutes remaining now. It's going to be a goal kick. Both teams needing to win this one. Saddlers already having 2 wins in 2 games. This is their 3rd game, and this one is ushered down the left side of the field, looking to go forward. The ball intercepted there by the number 23, dribbling forward on the far side. Watley turns that one inside. Newtown having to clear at the last moment from inside of the penalty box. Again, Watley with it, swiveling and turning. Plays free, wide, Maynard with it. You have McAnem, pushes it a bit too straight and easily intercepted there by the number 28 in Herbert. But here comes Newtown once more. And the ball being tackled across the western touchline. And Maynard, just deflecting from the boot of Maynard, just inside the defensive half of Sadlers. 85 minutes into the game. Here is Herbert throwing that one up the far side. The ball being cleared by Maynard across the western touchline, just inside the defensive half of Newtown on the right side of the field. Again, the tall Maynard going up, finds McAnem trying to pick that one over his head. Maynard with it, forces inside, finds Johannes trying to spring the man Roberts forward. Intercepted quite quickly and easily there. A bit of a pushing from behind, the ball being kicked away by the number 16 in French. French not being allowed close to the mark there by Johannes. And it's going to be a dead ball situation to Newtown. Cameron Brown chips that one over. He's looking for McAnem trying to go forward. The ball intercepted. Matthew picks that one up. Bit of a pushing. Referee says play on. Fella climbing onto the back of Maynard. Here is Racine. Racine turns it inside, finds Mills. Ushers there, finds Johannes, picking that one on the far side, chips that one over, looking for the overlapping. Delano not being able to get there this time. Carlos Powell just coming off his goal line and being able to pick that one up. 86 minutes into the game. It's a 1-1 affair here at Newtown, at Warner Park. Interception they've been put in by Finch. French tries to go up the left side of the field. Pass is Evans Roy Barnes, not getting there. The ball being played across the eastern touchline. Is going to be a throw-in to Newtown once more. And time ticking away here at Warner Park in this the second game. The home team in Escrive, Newtown, coming up against Fashka Saddlers. The score is 1-1. It's really tight here going into the dying moments of the game, Dixon.
Yes, 4 minutes for either side to get the go-ahead goal. You wouldn't want to concede in a game like this at a time like this, because it was what we call a belly hutter, goal. Is that time of the game where that could happen.
This one looking for McAnem, not really getting on the end of it. Steve Barnes pushes that one inside, looking for Watley. The ball cut out quite easily. Picked up there by Johannes make a diagonal pass, a searching pass, looking for the man speeding inside there. It was Maynard not being able to latch on to it. The goalkeeper doing some good work, coming off his goal line quite smartly and confidently. And now he volleys this one up the center of the field. It goes all the way back. The custodian on the opposite end takes it quite easily. And Menelik rolls it to the left side, looking for Maynard. Ball being dummied, comes off the boot of Herbert, goes across the western touchline. The throw comes in very quickly. Finds Johannes finds Springer finds McAnem tries to hold that one up. He's still McAnem swiveling until he's still McAnem. He gets away from two players. He cuts between a third place. McAnem being chipped from behind. A little exciting McAnem. Probably another gums in the making here. This one turn on the inside, finds the man Matthew tries it from on top of the box, and ball being blocked. Now Nekwan, 88 minutes into this game, squeezed that one inside. The ball intercepted there by Mills, and a toss of it, the ball being taken away momentarily. The ball breaks here for Nichols on the far side. It goes across the western touchline. It's going to be throwing to Sadlers United, very deep in the defensive half of Escrive Newtown on that right side. Could be rather dangerous. It's a 1-1 situation. 88 minutes, 89 minutes, almost going to have the 90 minutes now. Not wanting to concede a goal at this time, either team.
This wouldn't be the most opportune time to concede a goal, considering you work hard for majority of the game and you have a point in your hands right now. You don't want to concede and lose everything.
Springer picks that one up in defense for Newtown, turns it inside. He finds Matthew. Matthew tries a diagonal pass looking for McAnem. McAnem streaking down on that left side of the field. Tries to control, tries to cut on the inside. He's been held back. He's trying to get around the defender. A tussle for it. And Herbert wins on this occasion. Boots down the center of the field. Picked up there by Johannes. Dribbles and takes it to the left side of the field. The ball ushered in, finds Maynard. Kelanja Maynard trying to turn. Ball bubbles off his feet and goes across the western touchline. Everybody playing. It's almost an open game here, Dixon.
Yes. The Sadler side, they have played well thus far this season, and would want to remain undefeated. Newtown, they themselves, they had a victory over Bath in the first game, and they wouldn't want to get the first loss of the season, especially this late on, especially after working hard across the entire game. But it's not over until the final whistle goes, and who knows what could happen in the remaining few minutes that we have.
Here is Jarvis. 2 minutes of extra time being added. And here is Evans Roy Barnes. Comes across and cuts across the center, looking for some support. He finds Nick One Phipps. He dribbles one player, takes it on the left foot and hammers it from way downtown. He goes over the crossbar. No real problems there for Menelik Gomes. And really gesticulating to his players to push out. And giving him some space to see those shots coming at him. This one we played to the far side. Touch back there to Mills. Mills boots that one straight down. Jaquani Mills, the ball drops and breaks and finds Steve Barnes. The ball goes to the left side of the field, a bit of pressure there, finds the man Jarvis. Jarvis cuts on the inside, looking to go forward. Ball intercepted by Newtown. Here's Matthew. Probably last this year, picked up by McAnem, beats one player, cuts through the center. Is McAnem. He cannot afford to pass that one to players standing in the offside. McAnem, get away from the defender. Here's Newtown on the attack, trying to get around, and the goalkeeper deflection, and the goalkeeper being able to come off his goal line. Yes,
Gomes did well there until the final ball across, but Sadler's on a counter attack here to Barnes, and it's with the other Gomes in goal for Newtown, and there's the final whistle.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the end of play tonight, and maybe it's a deserving result for both teams. They have really equipped themselves well and played very hard. The second half was harder fought by both teams, getting a goal apiece in the second half. In the first half, it was better for Newtown. They should have converted at least 3 clear opportunities there for Delano, but it was not to be. I think the teams are still finding their feet out there for the season. We have seen the third game for Fast Cash Saddlers. This is their third game. They have not lost the game. They have had 2 convincing wins and now a drawn game against a Newtown team that has had 5 championships in this version of the football here for the SKNFA. And so they're coming up against a good team, one of the more solid teams in the Premier Division. And so they must feel good going home with a drawn game with this Newtown team. But they must have felt that they should win this game. They should have won this game here tonight, coming off an 8-2 drop in the previous game.
Yes, they probably would have been disappointed based on how they started the season with all the goals they scored. But to come up against a Newtown team looking to bounce back after disappointing last season, they can hold their head high. They can hold their head high and take the point. But Newtown, they will take the point also after defeating Bath. And remember that this is Sadler's third game, while it's Newtown's second. So I think both teams would be pleased with a draw in this game, especially Sadler's, considering the start they already had, and this is probably the biggest test they've had thus far, and they held their own quite well. But we'll take a quick break and come back for the post-game show.
SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
So at the end of it all, Saddlers 1, Newtown 1, both teams share the spoils. They leave here with a point, but Saddlers taking the lead early in the second half, Newtown hitting back. We'll start on the second half.
Well, I think the second half went the way we thought it would go, because it was pretty even. Yeah. Both teams were really having an open game in the second half, trying to get that go-ahead goal. From the time Sadlers scored, Newtown knew they had to come back and try to win. I felt that Newtown would have had the better of the game if you were to include the first half with those misses from Delano in front of the goal on many of occasions. But he was able to come back and score, so he redeemed himself somewhat in getting the equalizer for Newtown.
Yes, so Newtown, they had another opportunity later on in the second half through Keandre Maynard. You thought it was a goal line?
Well, I really thought it had gone across the goal line. From this vantage point, it looked as though it was rolled over, but saved right on the line by the goalkeeper. I think it was really rather lucky by the Saddlers team.